Hi, thank you for joining me, week 3. I am here at St. Martin, so you can see our beautiful view of the pool. But while you're there at home, I hope you had a chance to read over the section on the Iliopsoas. The origin is thoracic vertebrae 12 and also lumbar vertebrae 1 through 5. And the other part is the top rim of the pelvis, and the two parts come down. The iliacus, which attaches up at the top rim of the pelvis, and the psoas, which is attached to the vertebrae. They come down and insert, they combine to form one tendon, and they insert on the lesser trochanter. So I just wanted you guys to be familiar with that. So Jamie is here with me, and I'll have her step in. So Jamie, I'll help you face the wall. Just come into Tadasana first. When they talked about the Iliopsoas, one thing that really stuck out of my head was when they talked about it being like a pulley system. So what I imagined about immediately was a well. So you have the base of the well, and if you imagine one of those buckets that you would, in old school days, roll down the well, get your water, and then pull it back up. So what the pulley system does, it not only makes it easier for you to pull the rope to bring up the bucket, but it also increases the force. So when you're pulling it, it's going to come up really fast, and it will just come up and probably hit you in the face because of the force. But what I imagined is if the base of the well, like the bricks that go around, is down here, yeah, go ahead, raise your arm up, and think of where the thoracic vertebrae 12 and lumbar vertebrae 1 through 5 are. That is where the little pulley system would be, the little round circle, so that when you pull the rope, go ahead, let the weight shift over into your left leg, Jamie. Find balance. And when you're ready, contract your psoas muscle, the hip flexor, and start to lift your right knee up. So like I'm pulling a rope, and that's exactly how it would go. And go ahead, lower all the way back down. So release the arm down, and let's see. So some of the, go back to, okay. So that's what I wanted to share with you so that you have that vision of your mind of that pulley system and how that works. So I want you to play around with contracting and stretching out your psoas in the different poses. And once we get a little bit further into the action of the Iliopsoas, that really helped me to understand what that muscle was supposed to do. So now let your weight shift over into your, actually step your right foot forward, so I'll have you balance on that. Square both hips to the front wall, to the blue wall there. Bend your right knee over the ankle, and let the weight shift into the right leg. So you can even extend the arms out and use the wall to balance. So both hands would come forward. That's it. Now, your gluteus maximus muscles are your butt muscles. So go ahead, let the weight shift into your right leg, just without rolling any hip open. Engage your left gluteus maximus and let the left ankle lift up. That's it. Yeah, that's it. So that is extending her left leg back. So that's one of the antagonist muscles. And what is going on is that the left gluteus maximus muscle is contracting. So the left psoas muscle is getting a good stretch, whereas the right leg is keeping her up in the pose, and there's probably equal force with the gluteus maximus and the right psoas going on the right leg. So the other muscle is, let the weight now shift over into your left leg. Relax. And then start to engage your hamstring muscles right on this leg. So what's going to happen is she's going to bend her right knee and the right foot is going to lift off the floor. So it's just going to be a little balancing pose.
Bend the right knee.
So the foot comes towards me. So you're not, no. So lower it down.
Okay.
And just bend your right knee so that the knees stay in line, but the foot comes towards me. Yeah, that's it. Bend your knee.
Like that.
Yeah. So that is the hamstring muscle contracting. Okay, so go ahead, lower that foot down. So that, again, that's another antagonist muscle. Remember that the agonist is the prime mover and the antagonist, Hatha Yoga. When one muscle is working or prime moving, the other one is getting stretched or relaxed. So we'll come back to the work of the hamstring in just one moment. So come down into table and just step 1 foot between the hands. So come into a lunge. Do you want a pillow under your...
No, I'm good. Do you want crescent lunge or?
Just like that, a low crescent lunge. That's fine. So remember how Jamie just bent her knee a moment ago? If you want, you can bring both hands up. There you go. So when she was standing, I will demonstrate it for you real briefly. Right hamstring contracts, bending the knee. So same action, contract your right hamstring. And what's going to happen, remember that stopper. Pretend like there's a stopper behind your foot and attempt to drag your foot into my hand. So allow that right knee to reach forward. Yes. So we're really starting to contract that right hamstring. What's happening on the left side, and I will demonstrate that, is, so I'm doing the same thing. I'm contracting my hamstring, and my right psoas, Jamie's left psoas, is really getting a good stretch. Do you feel that?
I do.
Okay, cool. So go ahead, coming out of that, and just have a seat for now. So talking about the synergists, on page 60 of your book, the green colored muscles are the synergist muscles, and the red colored muscles are the antagonists. So we just kind of briefly went over those. Remember that the synergist assists in the movement of the muscles, the movement of the agonist, the prime mover. So it helps you to deepen the asana, and you may feel that it is more of a subtle shift using those smaller muscles, those, well, they're not smaller, the synergistic muscles. So, okay, I'm going to have you come up again and come into Virabhadrasana 2, and you could face the cameras. So switch sides. Thank you, ma'am. Whichever leg.
Oh, okay, here we are. I'm like, great, left. I'm on vacation.
It's been a long week. So, however you want your arms to be, they could be on your hips or extended out. So I'm going to also demonstrate it using my right leg. So the tensor fasciae lata, that's one of these synergistic muscles. It starts at the top of the pelvis and it comes down to the iliotibial band. When that starts to engage, that muscle right there, and I'm going to just touch it on Jamie. So right here, if you think of engaging that muscle, yeah, you notice how your knee came towards me. Okay, so now we're going to contract to the sartorius, which runs from the outside of the pelvis down to the inside lower part, or, I'm sorry, upper part of the shin. We'll get more into those details later on when we eventually get to them, so I don't want to go too much here. So as the tensor fasciae lata engages, that draws the knee to Jamie's left, her left knee more to the left. So engage the sartorius muscle, so right around there, and that helps to draw the knee more over the ankle. What else I like to do is press down the left big toe as well as the outside of the foot. And you could do that in both feet. Big toes down, outsides of the feet down. It helps to lift the arch of the foot up, and it also helps to align the knee. Okay, the other ones they mention in here is the rectus femoris. So that is one of the quad muscles. It starts at the front of the femur, and it goes down and attaches, inserts into the patella. So when you are in Virabhadrasana 2 and you engage that muscle, it's an isometric contraction, meaning that nothing, no bones actually move, but I feel my right thigh lifting up, and that aids in the stability of the posture. All right, so let me see if there's any other ones. Oh, the pectineus. That is the groin muscle. It wraps right down in here, and it helps to assist in back bends as well as adduction. It stabilizes it stabilizes the hip. So when that muscle is engaged, the groin muscle, it helps to draw the leg in. So you could try that. So the adduction adding in. Perfect, and that's what just happened. Beautiful, go ahead, lower that leg down. So the tensor fasciae lata, the sartorius, and the rectus femoris help to aid in hip flexion. And I will let you guys just kind of look over the Ekapada Viparita Dandasana in your book. Remembering that the green colors are synergistic, the red are antagonistic. So one more thing I wanted to talk about is the action.
Just to clarify, synergist.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we get it?
Yeah. Buono momento.
No. Hi.
Hi.
Just looking for like beauty in that. Actually,
Are they over there?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Just wanted to see if they wanted to come.
We're in the middle of making a video for my anatomy class, so I can see them.
Okay. Sorry.
That's okay, you didn't know.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Okay. So now moving
Yes,
into...
when you edit,
yes.
is it easier to restart and do a new video and clip them?
Yes.
Okay. Because I know that's the same thing on the